There we go. Place to be nation, welcome to what promises to be the greatest night in the history of our sport. As a great man once said, it is a night where we make a triumphant comeback, and it'll be the only triumphant comeback that we are here for. Tonight we are watching AEW Rampage for no reason in particular. Nothing's due to happen on the show. But we just thought we'd watch it anyway, just in case Tony Khan was to, make a show worth watching. As usual, we do not come alone. The live the Live Watch crew have been brought back together. It's been a while, and we thought we would just do this sort of throwaway show tonight as a warm up for the real highly anticipated show of SummerSlam this time tomorrow, which will probably be as we're speaking, probably finished by this time tomorrow. I will introduce them one by one because it's one of the this might be the first time that we've all been here from the very start. So just going by who's on the screen, we have the leader of the food group himself, Mr. Matt Souza. Matt, good morning, good evening.
Hello, good to be back. Is something big happening tonight? I hadn't heard.
I'm not sure. Well, it is back. The triumphant return of the Place to Be Nation Twitch.
I see. Very good. Very good. Good to be here as always.
Oh, it's always good to have you, Matt. Sometimes good to have him. Sometimes he can really. We don't see eye to eye a lot of things. Wahoo! It is Mr. Sean Kidd on the Taco Bell internet.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm actually on here for us to talk about private party matches tonight. So that's the big happening tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, yes, of course. Private party. I forgot private party were going to be involved tonight. So we're 1 minute and 30 seconds away from potentially a private party match. Having a private party himself, staying up late with me, the pride of Stoke-on-Trent, Mr. Ben Locke.
Good evening, Callum. Good evening, Twitchers. I'm a massive Jade Cargill fan, so let's go.
There we go. So we're all here to see somebody in particular, but it's not always the same person. We've got a private party. We've got Jade Cargill. I wonder who the next man is looking forward to. Is it potentially someone in his stable? It is Mr. Tim Capel.
Hey, yeah, I'm having a party with my. I guess I can't say that. Onto a hot start here. There remains the possibility we're all going to get massively trolled tonight, and that would be very fitting because usually the things we watch on these Twitch streams are not worth watching. So I believe the last time we did one of these, it was WrestleMania Backlash, and that killed the industry deservedly. And we are, of course, looking forward to WrestleMania SummerSlam tomorrow. But we got to get warmed up. We got to get back into the swing of things here. So we'll watch this little throwaway show tonight. See how that suits us.
Yeah, WrestleMania Backlash with the zombies killed the territory for us for a couple of months there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Someone who, and the last person joining us is someone who has attempted to kill the territory on more than one occasion with his comments. It is the Prince of Inappropriate himself, Logan Crossland. Logan, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, and I actually miss Ben Affleck being on my TV. He was going down the road in an RV there for a second, so I missed that as we were watching the account before this show comes on tonight. But
wow, you guys, Ben Affleck to AEW, huh? Whew.
Wow, big news tonight, Ben Affleck.
Yeah. I caught the tail end of that also, but we're off and running here with Rampage.
Yeah,
That's our second episode.
They are making the announcement straight away. They've just said it's up next.
And it's obviously it must be them just confirming the main event for All Out, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people in Chicago tonight,
and they are chanting. They are chanting something very heavily. I think it's private party. Private party.
Cubs go, go Cubs go. Is it that?
They all appear to be wearing a T-shirt with a fist up in the air. I don't understand that. That's a bit weird.
Excalibur.
Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill.
How disappointed are they going to be if it is just only?
And we're coming out strong, guys.
Yes!
There he
Sorry.
is. Philip Brooks.
Never heard of him.
Man himself.
Oh, how funny would it be if it was just Don Callis walking out?
What song? Can we hear the music he's coming out to?
Oh, no, I can't actually put that on Twitch. Sorry, that's a
I
strike.
don't think. I genuinely don't think. I've got it turned up slightly. I don't think he's actually come out to any music.
He is. He's coming out to Cult of Personality.
He is coming out.
Right,
There we go.
Right, we'll sing it. The Cult of Personality, just so I don't get a copyright issue.
Is that allowed?
There we go. He's turned it up a bit now. Yeah.
Wow.
It's the back to school of punk.
That would be funny. They just literally have this. Forget them matches. Just have this there now. With this will be.
It's the week of punk because summer literally ends like 2 weeks from now.
Although I did like Rory's suggestion where he comes out, doesn't say anything, and just kicks Taz off commentary.
We've nearly made a believer out of Rory.
Nearly.
I don't know. I think that takes a bit more goodwill than. Although I will say this, you got to give it to him. I mean, this was what people were expecting and wanting to see, and sometimes that's the right move in wrestling, right? I mean, we're sort of conditioned to think they're going to swerve us constantly, because that's what we're conditioned to. That's what
There's a guy crying. Guy's crying in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Rory.
Now or Jay Hinchy. I'm
Yeah.
not sure which one this is. I will say though, Punk looks legit happy to be back. Look at him; he's having a ball with it.
Yep.
Oh well, Punk's obviously quite a big get. However, we have been asked, are we going to get a vegan Batista appearance? That is, I mean, is that what we're all here to see? I would say, yes, it is.
So apparently, Punk came out to Cult of Personality.
Yes. Looks like I can hear. Yes, they've turned it up a bit now.
Get out the crowd, man. COVID, come on.
I love that. I love that sound there. 2,766 days.
Yeah.
One of those rare times where it actually doesn't suck to be a wrestling fan. For a brief, 10-minute stretch here.
Oh, you mean the times where it's not WWE?
All right, if that's what you want to say, fine. I was trying to skirt that, but all right.
We've had a lot of years of having our brains broken by watching this one company that doesn't do things the way we would like them to say the least, right?
This is a legit cool moment. This is awesome.
Look at the smile on his face.
It's good shit.
I repeat, the last time that we were together, we had fucking zombies.
This is a little bit better than that, I would say.
They ate they ate the Miz's ACL, and he hasn't wrestled since. What a tragedy.
Oh, this is pretty cool.
The Money in the Bank 2011 crew are back.
Yes, this is awesome. Oh, they're going to commercial for 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Even look at Punk, man. He's got tears in his eyes too.
They're going to commercial for 90 seconds, but us on Fight TV get picture in picture, I believe.
I have an Arby's We Got the Meats commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
we just get a Rampage graphic. There we go. That'll do.
It's fine.
A lot of wrestling fans.
I thought we get picture in picture. All right, guys. Well, that was that. So, thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you tomorrow night.
All right, same time tomorrow. Here we go.
I feel like we work.
I'm all about that Eva Marie match tomorrow, so that's fine.
I've called it Sorry. Thought I was muted.
What were you gonna say, Logan?
I was saying something to my wife.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Make sure you're muted before you say that.
No, she lost her
Whatever
phone.
it is.
I love you too, Logan. It's okay.
Jesus.
It was a joke.
All right, so what's the rest of the show going to be?
Yeah, we're all on fire now.
The matches
Well,
are. I don't.
I will say, I think
Time.
someone mentioned this in our chat earlier, and it's accurate that they kind of had to start with that. Otherwise, they would have been inundated with CM Punk chants for the whole hour.
Oh yeah.
True.
Well, it's the old Saturday Night Live, Saturday Night main event philosophy, isn't it? Start hot and tail off.
Yeah. If anything, I thought they might open with like a hot match, because you know everybody's gonna be watching as soon as the show starts anyway. Go to commercial, come back, then you get Punk to keep, whatever rating you pop to hang on to it as much as possible. But you can't drag it out too long for sure.
Right.
And they drag it out at all. So
No.
I mean, apart from the little bits of grey in his beard, he looks exactly the same. It's crazy.
Nice little Britt Baker call out.
He's for you to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good. He is well preserved, huh?
Yeah. I think we're all in trance in what he's trying to say right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. We'll have to rewatch this, obviously.
Yep.
The dude straight up got tears in his eyes, man. It's pretty wild.
It's been 10 fucking years. I mean, pretty much. What is it? 8 years? What was it? 2014 he left, right?
2014, yeah.
All right.
7 years. Just said in a little graphic before he started talking.
So do you think him and Colt Cabana made amends?
I was thinking the same thing.
Great point. I was thinking about that earlier today.
Imagine them seeing each other in the locker room.
Or do we think Colt Cabana is still employed?
The T-shirt's already out. How long do you think before that sells out?
I already ordered mine.
There you go.
Well, I'm told AEW is just a T-shirt company, so they should know what they're doing.
Apparently so.
Has anyone checked on Jay Hinchy yet? No.
We're very concerned for this health.
They're very concerned about it right now.
Now, even before this, like, I was so into the pay-per-view compared to, say, SummerSlam. I mean, it's just ridiculous how much better this company is at the moment.
Honestly, this show could have fucking zombies on it right now and it wouldn't matter.
It's a ridiculous show.
Is it too soon for me to say? Is it too soon for me to say put the belt on him? Like now?
Right now?
Possibly.
Right now.
Well, this is that Hogan '94 moment, isn't it?
I don't know what it is, but it's pretty.
This
damn
might
cool.
be. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it
This-
really kind of is.
Yeah.
Talk about getting something that, I mean, what is, and I hate to keep making this comparison, but it's what we do. We're wrestling fans. But you see when WWE does something to really shake things up, what is it? It's like it's
Goldberg.
Yeah, it's Goldberg or a fucking draft shake up or whatever they call it. And it's like nobody cares about the people who are watching the show now don't care about that kind of stuff.
Wow.
So how is that supposed to draw anyone back to the product? And
He
this,
just
I don't know
shit
that
all
it's,
over. Sorry,
he
Tim.
shit all
Go ahead.
over.
WWE. He shit all over WWE. Sorry. Go
Well,
ahead.
we're on the same.
Well,
wave then.
For the way shit went down, who could blame him?
And it's like, I don't know that this really gets mainstreamized on AEW. I mean, it might, but it's certainly going to bring back some lapsed fans. I mean, hell, I'm sitting here watching it.
Okay, me and Ben have got up at 3 in the morning.
Yep.
Oh, and there's the T-shirt.
And hey, I know it's early, but his British internet is holding up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Don't call it out.
Yeah, shush.
I can't take it back now. It's been said.
Oh, he's pipe bombing it. I love it.
You love to see it.
I mean, I feel like we knew this was going to happen at some point, right? That Punk was going to join here. I mean, before they even ran a fucking show, it was rumored that Punk was going to AEW. So, I mean, I feel like it was bound to happen at some point. It's cool that it's finally happening.
Can I just say that security guard in the background looking very confused?
Oh, so he is. Oh, he's shooting on Ring of Honor. Fucker.
Look, it is Punk.
What's Ring of Honor?
Never heard of it.
What's SummerSlam?
Yeah. I'm told there's a show tomorrow night in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I might have heard.
That's Summerfest. SummerSlam.
I see. Jeremy Piven's Summerfest.
Yep.
Oh, remember that goober?
Turtles in the main event.
Is Jeff Harvey competing in that
Summerfest?
Oh, he's in the co-main.
The COVID man?
He's in the COVID. He's in the COVID main.
He's in a co-main.
Sir. On that note, I have to get a refill. I'll be right back.
I'll see myself out.
That refill, what, took 20 minutes to get to? That was it.
Oh, is this where he brings up his stellar 1-1 record in the UFC?
Wasn't he 0-2?
Yeah, I thought he was 0-2.
It was, but the second guy he faced has retrospectively failed a drugs ban. So he's been changed. It has technically been changed to no contest. So he's actually 0-1-1.
So he's 0-1-1.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've just heard what he said. He was talking about Ring of Honor. He just said, August 2005, I left pro wrestling. August.
Yes.
Yeah, August 20th. August 20th.
Wait, that's not true. I saw him wrestle in August 2005. That's not true.
So he was skipping his whole WWE career, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the sports entertainer for 8 years, I think, is the point he's going to make.
I don't know. I don't think you can shit on your whole run there. Oh, did he just challenge Darby Allin?
That would be amazing.
I mean, be a little ahead. Holy shit.
You know, I can get why he's upset about a lot of the stuff that went wrong. Like, when you see the matches he was having with Daniel Bryan not being in the main event, and when the same show, there's a main event that's John Cena versus fucking Johnny Ace, like, I can understand being frustrated.
Hey, man, how dare you? That's a main event anywhere in the country.
I'm the president of talent relations of the WWE.
I think we're getting these two at
People
Darby
power.
and Sting in the rafters.
The joke's on everyone. He's actually challenging Sting.
That'd be even better.
It's gonna turn him from Sting to Stung. It's finally gonna happen.
But
Nah. Sting's gonna turn on Darby, and him and CM Punk are gonna form a team and be Sting M Punk. God
damn it.
CM Stunk.
How good does Sting look for 62?
He looks amazing.
He looks amazing.
I don't look that good now.
No,
Sean didn't look that good at 62.
No, I didn't look that. No, I don't look that. I didn't look that good at 62 either. You prick.
All right, we got to get at least one prick in the night. Here we go. It's a short stream tonight. Short stream. Got to get one in. Very good.
All right, so it's gonna be him and Darby. That's awesome.
Does Darby's face paint have branches on it?
Yes.
I believe so.
Alrighty.
Very cool moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's his tribute to Willow.
Oh, great.
Well, if I wasn't pitched in the show before.
I'm sure I could. I'm sure I can plonk down 20 quid for that.
On your way out tonight, grab an ice cream bar on me.
So on your way out of the United Center tonight,
There you go.
grab yourself a free ice cream bar on me.
Free ice cream bars for everyone.
So
Awesome.
well, let's be honest, he can only afford 15,000 or 18,000 ice cream bars because of the WWE. He's a very wealthy man because of them. Let's not forget that. Don't turn on to Bret Hart.
Let's not give Hinchy any more ammunition.
I'm just saying, let's
They all
not.
have. They all have.
He's got every right to be annoyed, but let's not be too bitter about it. Come on now.
They all have Cody and Brandy's faces on them though, because they can't not have their face on something. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, to your point, we can't be too smug about a millionaire yelling at a billionaire about his poor treatment, 7 years ago or whatever. But we are wrestling fans, and hell, it's exciting. Fuck WWE.
And now Taz is eating an ice cream bar at commentary.
The last thing Taz needs is another ice cream bar.
Mark Henry's about to talk, and he's very happy about it.
Turns out wrestling can be all right sometimes, you guys. Who knew?
It sure can. So now
I don't necessarily believe it, but
Oh, now we get to watch Jon Moxley versus Daniel Garcia after that. I'm excited.
all right, good night, everybody.
It's
see you tomorrow.
It's the Podfather's personal hell. You get a good moment, and then Jon Moxley comes on the screen.
And our main event is Jurassic Express versus Private Party.
Oh.
That's our main event.
I can get on board with that.
8 o'clock in the PM tomorrow for SummerSlam, and
What the fuck is a Daniel Garcia?
Well, they've been doing this lately with all these
it's
like
weird.
younger guys. Like, what's the other guy? Dante. What's his name? They're all like hot on him too.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
The other guy that didn't get suspended for whatever thing he said.
Top white guy.
Yeah, the other half of that. Yeah. How is Christian Cage here? Wasn't he just on pay-per-view tonight?
No, that's tomorrow.
No, it was
tonight.
tonight.
Yeah,
But
tonight.
they taped it.
It was taped earlier in the week.
Oh, I thought you were being
Yeah,
serious.
he talked about
No,
that
no,
before, ages ago, didn't he?
I was gonna say
Did he win?
He
They
flew
have-
from that. He flew
they
from
have this thing
Nashville to
called
Chicago.
taping in advance.
He flew from Nashville to Chicago in 30 minutes.
Well, I mean, you've seen that Sammy
Callum, if
Callahan can perfect vegetation. Why the hell can't Christian?
Okay.
Callum, if he didn't win, I'm quitting. Not only quitting the stream, I'm quitting the wrestling business.
Oh, is this his match with Brian Myers?
Yes.
Ah,
Brian Myers wins the Impact World title. I quit.
No, he Christian did retain. It's all good.
Oh,
I've got a State
spoilers!
Farm ad.
Jeez.
Well, Jesus Christ, the pay-per-view was on from 7 to 10 tonight, and he's here with his title. Come on.
I don't need to watch it now.
No spoilers.
Because this was only going to be an hour, we were going to watch that after, but we can't do that now.
Please tune in to the Sean and Sousa's Emergence on the No Soap feed coming soon, where we review Impact Wrestling Emergence. I believe it's called Emergence, right, Sean? Sean, is it called Emergence?
Something like that. Drop me next Friday, probably.
The no soap peed.
The
Somebody's got their mind on the bathroom.
thingy, the two your knowledge of the product that you're watching is second to none.
I know nothing about anything. You should know this by now.
We only watch it once a month.
Yeah.
You can only put up with Matt Striker once a month, Callum. You shouldn't.
I thought you were going to say Matt Sousa there. I was going to be very offended.
Reinvest in something? Come on now.
Oh, we put up with Matt at least 4 to 5 times a month, so we obviously like him all right.
Matt is on every podcast, and we call him a guest star, but the reality is he's really not.
That is true. That is true.
You're letting me pick movies and matches and everything. It's quite a thing.
One of us. One of us.
Sousa, you're a solid hand.
Oh, thank
What
you.
if Matt was
Wow.
one of
Thank
us?
Wow.
Boy, that's the
What a
nicest thing you've
backhanded
said to
compliment.
me. I am the Tito Santana of the
You
podcast.
know, like we could do without you, but you're a solid hand. I mean, like,
I'll just go and fuck myself. Thank you
take
very
you
much.
or leave you,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah,
but-
I love that. You're the Tito Santana of the podcast.
I'm
You're very
the Barry
workmanlike.
Horowitz. I'm never gonna win a match, but I make everybody else look good.
You're very 1990s Brad Armstrong in WCW.
Yes.
You're
I
very
like how
workmanlike.
I like how solid hand is like turned into you fucking suck. Go fuck yourself. How's that?
Well, I can tell the moment, pinpoint the moment that happened. It was when Cody Rhodes called Sean Spears a good hand. I'm like, it's Sean Spears, really? That's like a fucking death nail
So
on
now
any
it's
compliment.
Cody line calls someone
Fuck
a
you too,
solid
Sean.
Fuck you too, Sean.
Matt Sousa, the Sean Spears of the Place to Be
I meant
Nation.
it from all my heart that you're a good hand, and they've turned it into something very bad.
We turned it into an attack.
Yeah, very bad. Very.
Isn't that,
Matt
isn't
Sousa's the modern day Randy Orton of
that, isn't that
podcasting.
wrong? Isn't that unfair? What he did?
It's like if Dr. G doesn't like him doing crock and roll, he's just like, but doesn't want to like be scathing about their ability. He's like that. Yeah, they were a good hand.
That's really where I get it from. He'll never say a bad thing about anybody. Oh, they're not really that. Like if I'm giving a shit take of something I love, he goes, "Oh, they're a good hand," which means he hates it.
Yeah.
Polar opposites. He'll say a nice thing, and you'll just say that guy fucking sucks.
Well, Dr. G probably words things a little bit better than I do. Maybe
I'm the
Dino
I'm the
Bravo
same
was a solid hand, guys.
We've done enough fucking impact pods together. I don't hold back.
Yes. Oh, I guess Private Party is first. I lied. It is not the main event.
Oh,
Yeah, I
right.
think they're ending with Moxley. I think. I thought they said that
I was
on.
going to say, Moxley will be the main event of
Oh
it.
yeah, they did say so.
They said that on Dynamite.
Dynamite.
So how many more children do you think Matt Hardy's going to dump on his wife?
I think you mean dump in his wife.
The dump and run.
Logan, I don't know if you could say that on this.
Is that what a dump and run is?
The explanation of dump and run is had me in tears.
It's not at all what I thought it was. I'll say that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Urban Dictionary would agree with.
I
that
don't even know what is
definition,
it. Are you allowed to say it on here? Because I don't even know what you're talking about.
but,
Well, there's an admission that somebody hasn't listened to the latest Talking Pop.
Yeah, nice job, John.
Well done, Sean.
Well,
So much.
Grudy-
I guess
well,
you're not
well,
a good hand,
well,
are you?
Well, Grudy was on it. Do you think I listened to the whole thing?
Shots fired.
Now, that's just mean.
hey,
Grudy would
He's
not
a sweet
expect
boy.
anything less from me. Trust me.
he's just working a few. Come on.
He's-
That's like
Yeah.
something I would
Guys,
say, Sean.
it's a
Sean
work.
may be a good hand, but he's obviously not a good ear.
It's a work.
Speaking of Talking Pop, the great podcast you can find among the quad of pods here on the Place to Be Nation family of podcasts. That's on the Jenny position. So subscribe to the Jenny position. You can find the aforementioned Talking Pod, our interview with James Greenberg, somewhat unique individual. That was me, and that was the titular Jenny, Jennifer Smith. And I bring that up only to say, you guys remember when Jennifer Smith almost killed Marco Stunt?
Yes, that was a thing that happened.
Who could forget?
She forced alcohol on him.
Down that poor 13-year-old boy's gullet.
Yes, forced alcohol on a child. He tried to resist, but Jenny wasn't having it.
Diligence is key when having to get someone to
What
take their
year was
first
that?
drink.
That was a few years ago. That was before.
Yeah, I think so.
That was a WrestleMania weekend, was it not?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I do like how the
Yeah, it was 35.
I do like how the books have embraced their douchiness here. This is nice.
If it walks
Love
like a
this-
duck
I
and
love
quacks
this
like a duck, it
step
is a
forward
duck.
cosplay they're going for.
So, important question here. Is Marco Stunt considered a dwarf Is he considered a midget, or is he just considered a small person?
No, none of the above.
None of the above.
Now, none of those terms are deemed offensive, correct? Just to be clear.
Oh, who knows? I can't keep track.
Sorry. Is he a dwarf? Is he a little person, or is he a small individual? Is he fun-sized?
Oh, I see what you did.
He is not considered. Well, he might be considered medically small, but he's not one of those
Medically small.
How
I'm not sure what Look, I'm not sure what qualifies as medically small, but apparently he is a normal, technically a normal-sized individual who is small of stature.
Now, Sean, I want you to contain yourself because Aubrey's in the ring, so just calm yourself down.
I love me some Aubrey.
How tall is Marco Stunt?
He's
What's his
5'2".
3'1".
Oh, right, okay, so he's only 3 inches smaller than me then, so he's a normal-sized person.
I was going to say, like, you have to keep in mind, most even wrestlers who are considered small are kind of tall amongst the general population.
Right.
You know what I love about Jungle Boy is he's got the same receding hairline that his father had in the same exact spot.
He really does.
He really does, right? Like, bless his heart. If you were to cut his hair off, he would be a dead ringer for his father if he did.
He's got the same damn 5 head, doesn't he?
He really does.
I don't think he otherwise really favors his father, but he sure does have the same hairline.
How much would you pop if he like reworked his gimmick and became Dylan McKay Jr. in a wrestling ring?
Look, I'm watching the show weekly if that happens.
Speaking of shows, is anyone going to watch this Cody Rhodes reality show?
Absolutely fucking not.
No, I lived that reality far too long.
So, Tim, did they edit your breakup out of the show, I believe?
I think they filmed it after our divorce.
Okay, all right.
So that I couldn't collect any money off of it.
How creative. Rhodes to the top.
A very trying time.
Mm-hmm.
He's divorced Cody. Sammy's going to get married. It's a whole thing for Tim at the minute.
Sammy's fiance took me back a little bit. She wasn't what I was expecting.
Pam?
Well,
Pam's
yeah.
sweetheart.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Just not what I was expecting.
No, Sammy's fiance wasn't entirely what I was expecting either, because I just saw that he'd proposed. I was getting ready to send my congratulations to Tim, but I see that Sammy did the dirty on him.
Well, yeah, the fact that she was a female, I was shocked. That's what I was,
No, he didn't propose to me. But honestly, I thought they were already engaged, so I was sort of like, oh, I wonder if they had they took a break and then maybe. Let me just put it this way: Sammy Guevara, although he works for AEW, he kind of knows what it's like to be a WWE superstar, with the way that I can heat up and cool down our relationship. Really, just that much. He knows what that's like. It's fine.
So is he Mrs. a wrestler, or is she just is she a normie? Is she one of us, not in the biz?
They've been together for a long time.
I think.
I think she's a mudblood.
I think it's high school sweetheart territory.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, is it? Oh, good on them.
I think her family knows his grandfather Shay.
Yeah.
Boo this man.
That's how they met.
Now, rather boringly, I want to. Can I talk about this whole tag team eliminator thing for a bit, Callum?
I guess so.
If you must.
Fine.
Because I have a theory. Because bless, I do like these 4 teams, but they should not be in a cage with the Bucks. So I do think they're gonna sort of wrangle their way to get SCU back into things, get Daniels back.
So who's the other 2 teams? Is it Phoenix
We
and
don't have a lot of time to
Penta?
The Varsity Blondes.
Is that Pillman's kid?
Lucha Brothers.
Lucha Brothers.
Lucha Brothers.
STD and Private Party.
Excuse me.
Because I am also convinced we are not going to be getting Page versus Cage. We're going to be getting Cage versus Jungle Boy. That's my prediction.
But Page versus Cage rhymes, Ben.
Damn it, Matt.
They have to do it. It rhymes. It sounds so good when they say it. When JR says it. Page versus Cage.
Page versus Cage.
Diamond Dallas Page versus Christian Cage.
Now what would Bob Caudle sound like?
I want to see that match in 2021. I really do.
It's the Diamond Cutter against the whatever the fuck that thing is called, the twister thing.
It's the
Oh,
Stone,
nice.
it's the
That was
Stone
nice.
Cutter versus the Flippin' Lariat.
Now, I want to see 60 whatever year old DDP bust out a top rope diamond cutter.
That drop kick from Jungle Boy was
Sammy did it. Sammy did it 2 nights ago. Looked good.
It could be DDP's time. You never know.
Adam Page is well known for his yoga.
You
The
telling
next
me
big
DDP's gonna get
AEW
all
signing.
jacked up?
DDP's coming back soon too, I guess.
Oh my God, I will
When's-
watch it weekly.
When's Bob Caudle coming back? Is he coming back anytime soon?
From the
I'm
dead.
pretty sure he's dead.
Bob Caudle is dead.
Guess
No, Bob Cottle's not dead.
He
He's
is
not.
he is announcing
Oh,
Can you imagine if Bob Caudle showed up in AEW?
he is announcing Rampage tonight upstairs with Gordon Soley.
I'm Bob Caudle. All these guys flying around the ring.
I love me some Luchasaurus.
And here comes Luchasaurus. He's in the ring. He's done a clothesline. He's going to tag in his tag team partner, Jungle Boy.
See, that's like that sounded like Solely.
It is Solely, you fuck.
Did someone say Gordon Soley?
There you go. That's a better Solely. That's better.
Oh, there's a suplex by Luchasaurus.
My God, Bob Caudle is still alive.
The dinosaur-looking man in the middle of the ring.
Good for him.
He's
Wikipedia also doesn't know what year he was.
I just noticed that.
That was ridiculous.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, there's a chance I'm 92. Maybe I'm 93.
Oh Jesus!
Oh man.
Now, why the fuck did the dinosaur-looking guy hold his partner up there knowing that was going to happen?
I don't know who this is supposed to be.
That's meant to be JR, you fuck.
I don't know who that. Yeah.
Whoa.
That was a really bad JR.
Alright, okay. Shut the fuck up. It's my stream.
That was a sick SSP though.
Great. The Great Value Street Profits are pretty good tonight.
Great. Excuse you.
Sir, please.
Sir, please.
Bob Caudle is more like this. He sounds like he's about to take a nap.
Bob
Apparently, according to Wikipedia, I was either born in 1930 or 1932.
You know, Luchasaurus, he's not really a pterodactyl. He's more of a
A
stegosaurus.
pterodactyl? Did you just say pterodactyl?
A Kent pterodactyl.
Oh, you bastard. I got that out. You got that out before me.
Bob Caudle does
Pterodactyl
share
is
my
the line
birthday
of the-
though. Apparently.
Ken
Oh,
Pterodactyl with his creamy talons.
Ooh. I'm kind of feeling this match.
Yeah, this has been really good.
This match has been excellent. It has been one of the best matches of all time, as you can tell by my voice.
Now you sound like Gordon Soley with a cold.
So Gordon Soley.
Yeah, basically.
I need a gift of Marco going flying off the apron.
I love that. I love that double team cutter. That was fab.
Oh, a
It's been a rousing
Greco-Roman
contest
cutter.
between these
Greco-Roman cutter.
Oh god, that's what that was a visual representation of what Jenny did to him at WrestleMania a few years ago.
Holy shit. Well, this is some flippy bullshit, but I'm sure enjoying it.
They had a good match. They had a good match with the Young Bucks
They
the other
sure
night
did.
too, but with the bullshit ending though.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Sick finish.
These guys are
Yeah.
flipping more than
Oh.
my stomach after an all-weekend
Sick,
bender at the bar down the street.
They got to give these guys the belts, man. They should have given them to
Yeah.
them a long time ago.
Yeah,
I mean, they got to win this tournament, right?
Yeah. I would think.
if my prediction doesn't happen, they've got to win it.
Oh, hello.
I think the Lucha Brothers might win this tournament. Actually,
I was thinking Lucha Brothers when they first announced it. I thought
they've kind of been teasing.
I also think the tag belts in AEW look stupid. I don't like them.
All right.
As a belt mark.
That's the only one. That's actually one of their belts that I actually do like.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the world title.
The world title is just too big and gaudy.
It looks like the old North American title in Mid-South.
I like it.
Big and gaudy.
Give me big and gaudy.
What's the big and gaudy?
Oh yeah. For a world champion, fuck yeah.
Is that what Paul White's name's going to be in AEW? The Big Gaudy?
Big and gaudy.
Large program.
By the way, there's the second best promo next to Punk, Don Callis, in his pink suit.
I was going to say, Callis has nicked Mark Henry's salmon pink suit. That's been shrunk in the wash a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here's the other thing. I don't understand. Like, they have run to, like, so the Lucha Brothers were on with Pac the other night, and they have some guy that's with them. Does anybody know who that guy is? The Lucha Brothers?
He's Pentagon's translator.
Is that who he is? Like, when did he come into play? Like, how long? He's been around a while?
That's
he's been around a couple of months.
Huh. and who is Jade's manager? Who's that guy?
He's buddies with Cody, I think. I can't remember what his name is.
Smart Mark Sterling. Har.
Okay.
Rory would be all over that
these
one.
people just show up, and we're supposed to know who they are. It seems like in AEW.
So
that's one thing they do pretty bad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty frustrating.
If there's a fourth person,
because go ahead.
I was going to say on you go, Logan. I'm trying to get my head around something. It's going to take a while.
No, I got you. That happens in WWE too. Like they automatically know who it is. Like Michael Cole be like, is that? Oh my God, it's AJ Styles. Like,
oh, that's fucking Flugenham. Look at him. Look at him come to the ring.
I mean, obviously AJ Styles is a huge star, but they act like they don't ever acknowledge any other wrestling company. So how the fuck do you know who AJ Styles is?
Yeah, you can't have it both ways.
Can't have it.
But they don't. They didn't acknowledge Piper Niven when she came on and she works for the fucking company. I don't know who that is.
It's not Piper Niven, it's Dewdrop.
Fucking Dewdrop.
Dewdrop.
What a stupid fucking...
Dewdrop more like, am I right?
But even when, like, the Shield debuted, they acted like they knew they were from NXT. But, like, yeah, I don't know.
I'm kind of somewhat more okay with that because at least NXT is a WWE product. Like, in a way, it's saying, well, if you don't know who these guys are, then you should be watching all of our shows. Like, it's a way of sort of saying shame on you, which is stupid, but at least it is in the WWE ecosystem.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, some random person comes in from, Impact, and it's like, all right, 12 people watch Impacts. I'm sorry. Like,
two of them are on this show.
This call.
I don't watch.
I mean, that's not I'm not saying it's a bad show, but like nobody watches it, so you really got to do a better job of this stuff.
I'll just go fuck myself now, Tim. I appreciate it.
Yeah, go fuck yourself for watching it.
So, are you guys following along with what's going on Twitter about the crowd?
What's going on?
Voices of Wrestling just tweeted out, crowd is noticeably thinned out as people are waiting in massive lines for a CM Punk special edition shirt with today's date on it. Escalators are filled completely. Madness.
Yeah, I just saw pictures on Twitter. The pictures are all over Twitter.
Yeah, there's like the lines are like wrapping around the building.
Well, to be fair, I'd probably wait in that line too versus waiting for Daniel Garcia versus John Moxley.
Totally.
I mean, honestly,
I would have seen Punk at fucking left.
Maybe that's why it's such a shallow card, because they knew people were gonna be focused on other things.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, because when they announced the card, I'm like, okay, last week we got Cage versus Omega, and then this week we got that, but you don't want anything to overshadow Punk at all.
Right.
That's
it. They didn't need a big fucking card because Punk was coming back.
Hell no.
Nope.
Make it like another version of fucking Dark, Dark 3 or whatever the hell they call it.
I mean, the show's only an hour. You can throw away an hour pretty quick.
How many shows does AEW actually have now? I've lost track.
Four.
I think it's 4, yeah.
Yeah, it's 4.
So 2 of the shows are on YouTube.
Yeah, you got Dynamite and Rampage on TNT, and Elevation and Dark on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
admittedly don't understand the distinction between Elevation and Dark.
There is
What channel is Jacked on?
that's in syndication.
That's
you can
syndicated on
at
Fox
3
in
a.m.
1997.
It's on Telemundo, Sean.
All right.
3 a.m. after Sally, Jesse, Raphael.
3 a.m. after Metal. Metal and Jacked, back to back, baby.
So why is Jade a big deal? Didn't she only have like one match with Shaq and that was it? Like, has she done
Yeah,
anything?
she's friends with Shaq. That's all.
That's
she
really
needs.
it, right? That's it.
Yep.
Okay.
She's got a great look, though. Give her that.
She's
yeah.
she's freaking huge.
Fucking stat.
And Britt's gonna be needing challenges. So.
Sean, she makes me think of. I almost want to bail on this comment immediately.
Uh-oh.
Sean, I haven't got to follow through now.
No.
Even though this is gonna kill the thread. Sean, she reminds me of the X-Men villain Joanna Cargill, otherwise known as Frenzy, of the Alliance of Evil. You remember that character?
Yeah. Yes.
Who also had super strength.
We're the only 2 that know what the hell you're talking about.
I love the fact that I love the fact that the rest of us thought it was going to be some sort of lurid reference, and it just ended up being obscure.
It normally is.
Incredibly geeky.
Matt, weren't we just watching Kiera Hogan a month ago in Impact?
We sure were.
What the hell happened to her?
She left like right after that taping. I think.
All right, so I'm a tag team champion. A month later, I'm 0-2 in AEW. Is that what happened?
Getting the jobber entrance.
Yeah, again, to my left.
I'll throw Sasha Banks for a minute.
Impact getting shit on some more.
What is going on with Sasha? And
she's an anti-vaxxer.
You see, there's a thing called COVID, and they don't want to say that she has it.
So here's my theory. Here's a question for you. If the whole thing with Sasha tomorrow ends up happening that she can't come because of COVID, do you think Becky Lynch returns to take her on? To take on Belair?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. That's
like
like the only
that.
thing they could do. That would be like.
That's the only thing they could do.
Yeah. I mean.
And some would say that would be a better return than
I
Punk.
think you got to do Eva Marie.
Well,
Eva
yes.
Marie's already in a match.
Of course.
We've got an Eva Marie match.
This is way more important.
Can you believe Eva Marie is in a SummerSlam match in 2021?
There we go, match over.
What a fucking world we live in.
Well, you remember what happened the last time she was supposed to appear at a SummerSlam?
She quit.
Eva Marie will not be appearing at SummerSlam due to exhaustion and abuse from online SJWs or whatever.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed
really
that
funny.
gimmick. That was a lot of. It was
really
that was great.
And then she was not seen again for 7
Never
years.
wrestled. Never like she did that whole gimmick and it just disappeared.
And her team just sort of looked around
CM
like
Punk disappeared
oh,
and
well.
came back 8 years later.
Yeah, it was supposed to be some kind of tag team. They replaced her with somebody kind of notable, but I don't remember who it was. Was it Michelle McCool? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I just loved how her teammates all looked around like, what the fuck?
Oh, look, Varsity Blondes versus the Lucha Brothers on Wednesday.
Nah, Michelle McCool wasn't around that long.
No, I mean, I think it was somebody they brought back
What year would that have been?
for just that match.
It would have been 2015, 2014, something like that.
So it would have been like 2016.
Ah,
Because
okay.
it was after the reboot when SmackDown was really, really good.
Oh, God.
So
God
was it-
bless you all for remembering this.
No,
So
it was
it-
during like
Christ.
it was during that time that Miz and Brian had that big, huge thing on Talking Smack. It was around the same time.
So it was
All right, look it up.
after the
Go to
draft then.
Wikipedia, look it up.
Someone look it up.
I'm looking.
I would, but I don't want to.
I will-
Oh,
Thank you.
Brock Anderson's gonna get destroyed. Bless him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure is.
He's
Note
facing
one.
Malachi next week, isn't he?
Orange clone.
It was Nikki Bella.
Okay, there you go. It was Nikki Bella. Michelle McCool, Nikki Bella, whatever.
Totally.
What year was that?
2016.
God,
I was
don't-
right.
Michelle
I don't
Calloway, by
remember
the
that
way.
at all. Good lord.
I only remember it because that's what I thought SmackDown. That was probably the last time I really liked SmackDown. I was watching it every week.
What was the main
Who was-
event of that? Was that Brock Orton? Was that the Brock Orton SummerSlam?
No, that was 2015.
No, that was the AJ Cena SummerSlam.
Oh no, sorry. Tell a lie. It was Brock Orton. 1,000 apologies.
2015.
Oh yeah, I think they were both on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
AJ Cena and Brock. That was a sneaky good SummerSlam.
Yeah.
No, AJ Cena was like the middle of the card.
Yeah.
It was like the fourth match.
Yeah, because it wasn't for any titles, was it?
No, yeah, it was straight up.
I'm pissed off. I'm in a bad mood. I'm about 30
Who
Okay.
is Nick Jonas and these two? Guys with
They were
nasty
just
voices?
what in NXT. They were in NXT. What 5 weeks ago? They were in NXT.
Were they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who.
I
That's who
don't, look, I don't watch that show. I just do a podcast.
It's 2.0. They're called 2.0.
Otherwise known as 2.
I was gonna call them fat, great value Hardys.
More like
We're
2.0.
gonna call 'em
Oh, yes, there we go.
Nick Jonas and the Great Value Jonas Brothers.
They look like the damn Nasty Boys with those jackets on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
Speaking of nasty boys, I watched the worst match I think I've ever watched today.
2.0 hole.
On, your
Nasty
Bro.
Boys versus Roma and Anderson. Holy
oh
shit!
boy.
What a
That's-
Some
anyway.
say that match is still going on.
so
Was it one of those like 30-minute Nasty Boy matches
Yes,
that they?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. I don't know why did they do that so many times.
Because they thought the Nasty Boys were actually talented.
I probably shouldn't talk about it since we're going to do it on chicken salad, but what I'll tell you is, it's a bad match when Arn Anderson takes all the heat and Roma gets the hot tag.
oh,
Oh,
good God.
God.
Oh, Jesus.
For fuck's sake.
Chicken salad also available on the PlayStation Wrestling feed. Let's get the plug in now.
Oh,
And
that's
the pup
very
feed.
weird.
There's a pup version, I've heard.
Yes, there's a popcorn chicken salad where I would say that Sean is on it, but he's just in and out. Yeah,
I think I'm more of a regular on that show than Sean is at this point.
doesn't matter the regular co-host, and Sean just bits in.
The recording time of that show does not meet up with my sleeping needs at my
Well,
age.
you need 15 fucking hours. We can't help that.
Yeah, I listened to your little intro on that today, you little bastards.
Anyway, shall we?
Well, we
shall,
recorded it like 3 months ago, so I don't even remember what we said.
Yeah, really.
shall we?
Pods I'm not on, and I still get shit like with like Grooney talking about, well, Sean Kidd really hates me, but he really doesn't. And Tim's like saying it's all a work. I love that I still get all that shine even if I'm not on there. So
You've
thank
left
you.
an impression, Sean. What can we say?
Okay, I guess.
You still waiting for that happy meal you promised him?
Tim has figured me out. It's all a work.
You're like a fungus for which we need a cream to fix.
It's
Yeah.
that Virginian thing. We just get it,
Yeah,
Um,
Tim gets it.
So isn't that also the Fall Brawl '93? That also has that god awful Flair Rude match.
I stopped after the tag match. I haven't gotten to the rest of it yet.
It makes me furious that they had such a bad match in 1993.
It's unbelievable that those two guys did not have chemistry
I'm
with one another.
Twice.
But Tim, that's why I picked the show because I watched this because that was my pick. I watched the show one time when it first came out, and I remembered it being one of the worst pay-per-views to this day I've ever watched. That's why I picked it.
It is fucking mind blowing.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah,
Jack wrestle like Yoshi Kwan on that
I-
show or something?
oh, no.
He
Big,
does.
Big Sky versus Charlie Norris.
Mm.
Right, so
Main event anywhere in the
Yes.
country.
whilst we're on a
Texas-
commercial
Texas
break,
faces Yoshi Kwan.
whilst we're on a commercial break, we shall run through the card.
War Games, right?
Oh, God,
The
So-
Shockmaster War Games as well, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Steamboat versus Regal is the opener.
See,
So-
I actually like that. I know
That's
you don't.
pretty good.
Regal versus Steamboat.
No, I think you're wrong. I don't want to talk about it right now.
Regal
I
versus
don't count.
Steamboat.
You don't like
I'm just
Steamboat,
saying-
so.
I'm just saying, if you don't even like that match, then that show has nothing. You know,
Mhm.
like if you don't like
Exactly.
that match, that show is all time bad.
I all I will say is I look forward to Ben and I will bet right now Logan will hate that match. That's my lucky guess.
I'm gonna hate every match on this card.
I think Logan. I 100% think Logan will hate that match. Ben, I'm not so sure of. Ben surprises me sometimes.
Mm.
Thank you, I think. I think that's a compliment.
Yeah. Sometimes you like stuff that I can't imagine you would, and I just don't understand.
Sometimes stuff that I fucking despise, but hey.
I can't imagine looking at this card why anyone would think it was a good show.
Card, Callum.
So
that's why it's on Chicken Salad, because it's not.
No.
Lord Steven Regal versus Ricky Steamboat. Okay, give you that. Charlie Norris.
I actually picked it for a talk in WCW, which you can find on PlayStation Nation Wrestling.
Yeah, you like that match, Tim.
Tim gets
I liked it. But I'm not going to argue with you. If you don't like it, you don't like it.
No.
I'm going to hold my thoughts.
No, that's that. I mean, it's all downhill from there. Charlie Norris against Big Sky. Too Cold Scorpio and Marcus Bagwell against the Equalizer and Paul Orndorff. I mean, if that's not if that's not thrown together, I don't know what is.
Rookie of the Year, Bagwell, by the way.
Ice Train against Shanghai Pierce with Tex Lassinger.
Good fucking God.
Nothing like Ice Train versus the Godwins.
A 23-minute match.
Ice Train was in '93 WCW. That shocked me.
Oh my! Yeah, I don't remember him being there that early.
A 23-minute match for the Nasty Boys against Anderson and Paul Roma for the tag team.
It's like the whole thing all in is like 30 minutes.
That's
all in.
tough.
Yeah.
Cactus Jack against Yoshi Kwan. Rick Rude against Ric Flair.
Yoshi Kwan.
And Sting, Davey Boy, Dustin Rhodes, and fell on his fucking ass Shockmaster with Road Warrior Animal. And against Sting, Vader, and Harlem Heat, at this point known as Cole and Kane in the War Games, and a 16-minute War Games.
Jesus.
Did you say 60 minutes?
16.
16.
Oh,
Sean was had a heart attack.
I almost quit Chicken Salad like I did the next time a couple
I would have had to join that show too. God
And
damn it.
we missed.
Brutal. But that's got to be the worst thing that y'all have talked about. I mean, that's
Tim,
both
I'm
boring.
telling you, we Fall Brawl '99 is our all-time worst. I really think this show could give it a run for its money.
I really do too. Again, it's both boring and bad. So
You're also missing the dark match as well, which had Eric Watts defeat Bobby Eaton by submission.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
That's insulting.
The people
What
of
submission did Eric Watts use? A headlock?
That armbar
he did
thing.
STF, didn't he?
Yeah, he did that STF.
The STF.
if I was one of the
like,
6,000 people in
arm
Houston
in
that
the
night,
parking
I would
lot.
just walk out.
Or like
At the
Eric.
gas station, they tapped out Art Andrews.
And the S stands for shit. The shit TF.
Hey,
I
wrestling.
saw something
Look at
on.
that.
Listen, I saw something on Twitter a few days ago saying it was just some rando. It was like, remember when someone uploaded the the segment between Eric Watts and Arn Anderson, where Eric taps him out in the parking lot, and they put it on YouTube under the title "Pedophile Confronted."
Oh my God. Muscolo would be so proud of us no selling this Moxley match, by the way.
Oh God.
It's a squash. Who cares? Punk already came back. The rest of the show doesn't mean shit.
Oh no, Daniel Garcia has a Raven level ankle lock in right now.
So, who is Daniel Garcia? Why does anyone know who he is?
He's Andy Garcia's son.
Well, according to his tights, he's Red Death, and it looks like he put tape on his tights.
The cousin of Black Death, Red Death. Very nice.
Well, the budget's tight with the CM Punk signing, so you can't have real tights on Daniel Garcia.
Oh God, I just saw that ankle lock. That is fucking hideous.
I wonder if Bobby Roode's nephew made those for him, like they used to make Bobby Roode's tights.
And Kevin Nash's tights.
Uh-huh.
He's Red Death, but he can only get red lettering.
Or as Jeremy Borash used to call him, Bobby
It's
Roode.
weird. It's weird seeing how much of a hoss Moxley is when he's in there against some skinny geek, basically.
Yeah, really.
By the way, going back to Salad, obviously, Full Brawl is the precursor for the real main event of '93, which will be Battle Ball when we get to that.
Yes.
Oh God,
Ben.
that one might be.
All right, yeah, that's worse.
Ben gets it.
I
I'm
might be
sure
done.
that's worse.
Ben gets it.
Sean, I will
Colin?
not be a good hand for that show. You'll have to do it.
You know, Column's already volunteered to be the good hand for that
Oh,
one.
thank goodness. God bless you, sir.
Well,
Well, we've got on this call. I mean, I'm sort of putting words in their mouths already. Like the two next get stars, because Tim personally requested we did Halloween Havoc 99, so that's coming up.
Yeah, can't
I
wait.
believe I also requested a show for February, if memory
Yeah.
serves you.
Yes, you did.
Very good, thank you.
I hope it's a 2000 show.
It might be.
It certainly is.
Oh my God, that show is me. It's
It might be. Who
even
can
as
say?
2000 WCW shows that.
It might.
About that show.
This sharpshooter can blow me. Oh, it's not even really. Sorry. Sorry.
Well, that's
I
not very.
apologize.
That sharpshooter, even the Rock saying that's a bad sharpshooter.
Wow, that
sharp,
match blew.
sharpshooter,
That
man.
Wow.
match blew.
Oh, Moxley
Right.
hurt himself.
More like a shit shooter, am I right?
Yeah.
More like a shat shooter.
Shit sharter.
What
Oh,
has
no,
happened to
good.
John? What has happened to John Moxley?
That's
Well,
it.
It's a great question.
I was thinking that he came in. He like 2
He had a
years
baby.
ago. He came in as the big guy.
Oh
He's a
no,
dad-
I'm with the pop.
the dad bod.
He's never done it for me.
It's called becoming a father. That's what happened to him.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, here we are.
These kids just ruin everything, huh?
He uses all of his energy to rail Renee every night, so he didn't have any left.
I mean,
You ever notice all Eddie Kingston does anymore is just get beat up?
remember when he used to cut awesome fucking promos?
Yeah,
I thought that
dude.
was a fan that had come in the ring. It's very fucking Kingston.
I think we might be getting a Punk reappearance here in a second.
I'm not gonna lie, Callum. I thought you said Barry Kingston. I was like,
Strawberry Kingston.
Mm.
There you go.
Coffee Kingston.
know, I
That's pretty good.
I like the stuff they're doing with
Oh
Sting,
yeah,
but
he
my
could be in the
fear
food
is
group.
they're gonna overdo it with Sting and he's gonna hurt himself. That's my fear.
Well, he's 150. Of course he is.
I know, but he's like you said, he's in better shape than probably most of us on this call.
Oh, that's true. But that doesn't take away the fact that he's old.
Speak for yourself. Rikishi was in better fucking shape than I am
My
just now.
bad. I'm sorry, Colin. I didn't mean to insult you.
Yokozuna.
Callum, you're a good hand, Callum. It's fine.
Yokozuna.
You're-
Yokozuna at the end. I was in better shape than I am just now.
All right. Well, that was a fun show.
Mm-hmm.
That was.
Anything noteworthy happening on it though? Not really, I don't think.
Nah.
No,
Kind
no.
of a filler show. I don't know.
Hope CM Punk makes his first Dynamite appearance, right? See you back in Wednesday.
It's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
Sure is.
No, that was fun. A couple of years ago, would you have thought that Eddie Kingston, Dean Ambrose, and Sting would all be in the same ring?
Or on the same card as CM Punk.
Or in the same, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What a
Yeah,
world.
Hey,
them three
remember-
in the same ring with a little twerp that paints half of his face that rides a skateboard to the.
Are you not a Darby fan, Logan?
No, I love Darby. I'm just
Okay.
kidding. But
But
I'm
you
just
are
saying-
right. You're exactly
He
right.
says
in
twerp with
saying.
love.
He's really.
No, I mean I'm just saying if you turned it on, you were like, oh, who's that little twerp with Sting? You know.
But hey, just remember, guys. We've got Damian Priest and Sheamus tomorrow night. So you know.
Yes,
And
so
remember,
Alexa
and
Bliss and
Darby-
Doudrop.
and remember, Darby's just a skater boy. So see you later, boy.
He wasn't good enough for her, I've heard.
That's right. That's what I heard.
now he's a
You know-
superstar
you know,
slamming on his
he-
guitar.
He was a skater star, slamming on his guitar.
Aren't you surprised that Well, that's pretty crazy.
That's a timely reference for you, Sean.
It
2005.
is. It's
Like-
very timely.
This is
It's very
Unlike that
WWE of you.
1800s Mozart. Yeah.
That's going back to the first Avril Lavigne days. God bless.
Sean was probably 60 years old at that point.
Sean would make more
I'm
Avril
hip to
Lavigne puns,
today's
but he finds them complicated.
Original Avril.
Into the what you say?
I'm with it.
There's a low-key Avril reference.
I listen to my Miles Davis records. I do.
I used to be with
Alright.
it, and then they changed what it was.
Now you're just being a dick.
That pack with their swing music.
Then they changed
hear
what
how
it
y'all feel
about
was.
Darby?
Swing
Hey,
jazz.
how do y'all feel about Darby and Punk?
Should be
Oh, I think it's gonna be a banger.
I think it'll be a banger, but I don't like it being his first match back.
Well, who
You
would
don't like
rather
it being his first
face?
match?
I don't know. I'd have to think through it. Darby makes the most sense from a star in AEW, though. I mean, it makes total sense. Just
Yeah, it's sort of
that's just
like-
me being cranky about it.
Well, I'm not sure how I feel about it either. I mean, I think it'll be a good match.
He should be facing QT Marshall.
I
But
mean,
it's like-
Oh
I
no,
get put him
Big,
out
no,
there
Big
with-
Show gets that.
Yeah, really. I mean, put him in there with a QT Marshall just to, I mean, I don't know. Not to
I just know I need.
cancel out
I need to,
anybody's heat, you know what I mean? Like, Darby's pretty hot right now. And
Mm-hmm.
The real
he's
the real
obviously gonna
answer
drop
is
the Punk, so is
the
that
real answer should be Omega. That's who it should be.
right? It's sort of like if you don't go for the top, then you should really
I
just
still
do a
think,
throwaway match in a lot of ways.
yeah, my hope was someone would take out Christian Cage so I wouldn't have to see that match again. So
But
Well,
th-
there is still time. I mean, maybe.
But
Brian
think
Myers,
about that.
Honestly, I wouldn't shock me if like Omega and Cage goes on in like the middle of the pay-per-view, and I could see Punk and Darby closing the show.
it's
be
in,
perfectly
it's in
honest.
Chicago. I guarantee it's gonna be Punk Darby main event. I bet. I wouldn't be surprised.
But you've got
So it's if that's the case, I don't mind it being Cage.
So
getting the
they
title
sort of
match.
sacrificed their title match then
No,
for a kind of exhibition-y main event. But
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I'm
it's
CM
but it's
Punk return.
you know, I mean that's the thing. This is a rare situation. You know, it's not like
yeah.
and that's probably why you don't have Page challenging then, because you don't want to have
Right.
his big moment completely swallowed by Punk's first match in
Yeah,
however
that's
long.
true.
you save that for the what is it, the March pay-per-view Revolution or something. Save it for that.
Yeah, I mean, people are upset about that, but in a lot of ways, they're kind of doing us a solid. Although you do want to strike when the iron's hot. Like, you want to pull the trigger. Like, now is kind of the time to pull the trigger on Page, but I think they can get away with. putting it off, but they can't really play around too much with that, right?
You know what? If he cools off,
Historically,
just
we
put him
know
with
how
Punk.
that works out.
Yeah, I mean, your thing is you've got
Look how they dicked around Luger, to really throw it back.
dicked around Luger, dicked around. There was about 4 opportunities to put the belt on Braun Strowman, and then they did it at COVID Mania.
Yeah,
When nobody gave a fuck.
because they had to, not because they wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
they did that. It's because Roman pulled out.
yeah.
Well, and it's kind of like there's always, if it runs into one of those, there's always going to be some excuse. Then you kind of just have to do it,
Mhm.
If you keep running into that problem over and over with, oh well, it's going to get overshadowed by this, it's going to get overshadowed by that, then fuck, just do it,
Yeah, as a Page is going to turn into Luger eventually. He's just going to never.
If it keeps
gonna-
going.
Like
Yeah.
if that, just do it on fucking TV like they did with Omega last year. Just change the title on weekly TV. Who cares?
I just know I need to be with Lewis whenever he watches Darby and Punk, because he may ejaculate himself to death. So.
I kind of need to be a fly on the wall for that.
He may die of coming too much. So
Coming too much.
That does.
And there's me thinking we were in the clear with Twitch. I was going to see if you wanted to come on the All Out
I
Twitch.
thought we were off. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Well, somebody got off all right.
I think that's a hell of a way to end it.
I think I think so.
For us all.
I
So
apologize, Cal.
it's okay. The Prince of Inappropriate strikes again.
You're
I mean,
allowed. That was your only one of the night. You're allowed
yes.
one.
And I'm very proud of you. You're now getting older. You're now of an age where you can realise that, you don't want to use up all your opportunities right from the get go. So well done. Yeah, and
Right, he learned from me. You save it for the end.
exactly. You're now
And,
you're now entering your teenage years, Logan, and you're learning.
allowed
good-
to say those naughty words. Very
It's
good.
It's good parenting
It
by
is.
myself.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
it must be.
So we'll be back tomorrow. Lots of the
Really?
graps happening in the next few weeks. Although I haven't checked it over with anyone else on this call before I said we'll be back tomorrow. It might just be me back tomorrow. Look at
I'll be back.
Will CM Punk be on tomorrow?
CM Punk. Would if he was, would you come back?
Sure.
Yes, CM Punk is going to be on tomorroh.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic! I'll be here.
I'll be back for Eve.
Alongside these 10 rip-roaring matches, Nikki Ash versus Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley for the
10
Raw
matches.
Women's
Fuck me.
Women's Championship.
Yes.
It might as well. What the fucking shite name anyway.
Nikki Shite.
Nikki Shite. The Usos against the Mysterios. Wow.
Oh, that'll be. Oh, love it.
Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and I watched this space match.
Might be happy.
No,
Allegedly,
no.
allegedly that's
gonna be
happening.
Bianca versus Eva Marie.
Could be
Yeah.
Bianca versus a bunch of air.
Bianca versus Eva Marie.
Yeah.
Edge versus Mr. Becky Lynch.
Who?
Seth.
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 Why did you say it like that?
Seth.
Sheamus versus Damien Priest for the US title. Good God. The 3MB Explode. Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal.
Oh, fuck me with that match.
My
Oh,
heart,
God.
my heart breaks, honestly. What the?
That's a pre-show match.
Veer,
Will Shanky be in the corner?
no, Veer
Will Shanky and Stabby be there?
and Shanky are banned from ringside.
Oh, wow.
Shanky,
Oh,
that's a
I have
Bruce
no
Pritchard name
idea.
if I've ever heard one.
Is a deep cut for Callum. Is Bigfoot going to be with Shanks?
Oh God,
What did you just call me?
that is a very deep. That's the deepest of cuts.
We're gonna have cryptids in this match. What is?
We also have Alexa versus Eva Marie, who's going to be obviously pulling.
There's your piss break match of the night.
Eva Marie will not be appearing at SummerSlam due to exhaustion and anxiety caused by widespread abuse at the hands of SJWs on the internet.
There you go. And finally, AJ Styles and Omos against RK Bro, who I could have sworn had broken up a couple of weeks ago. God,
I heard they got back together.
Orton is just, what the fuck's happened to Orton as well? And then your double main event, Bobby Lashley against Goldberg and Roman against John Cena.
Okay, can I give a prediction?
Yes.
The 40-year-old versus the 54-year-old. I can't wait.
This will be quick. I predict we're going to talk shit about the show for the entire show. Talk about how much we hate the company. And then at the end, go, well, that was a decent enough show.
That sounds on brand. That sounds like us.
That's what I predict.
If Rory's on with us, he'll try and keep some sort of level of decency and decorum, and we'll just drag it down.
It doesn't sound as good on paper as, for example, a WrestleMania, which was pretty good on paper and in practice, even though we talked shit about the entire company as we more or less enjoyed the pay-per-view.
I talk shit about everything. It's kind of my thing.
And one of us fell asleep, so you know.
And
Who did that? Who did that?
Not enough Bad Bunny for my liking on this show.
That's true.
very true.
He should be the world champion right now.
He should be. I mean, I think there's only one show that we've outright hated, and that was Backlash.
Killed the territory for a couple of months.
It did.
Other than the zombies, I remember nothing from that.
No.
From that show. I really don't.
No one does.
Just before we go, then I'll just remind you of that card that we fucking hated. Sheamus and Ricochet in the pre-show, which was fine. Rhea versus Asuka versus Charlotte, which was fine, even though Charlotte completely botched the finish, or botched her at something at some point, because she's a bit shit. Oops, did I just say that?
Okay.
The Mysterios against Dolph and Bobby Roode in a never-ending tag match.
What?
Yes, that match lasted 37 weeks. I remember now.
I didn't see that. There's no way I watched. No, I don't think I'd start watching.
I don't think you started watching. I think you came in between that and Priest and The Miz and the Zombie Lumberjack.
Yeah.
Then there was Bianca beat Bailey. Lashley beat Strowman and Drew, and then Strowman was fired 2 weeks later, and then Roman and Cesaro. Remember that one? That was actually quite good.
Nope.
God, I don't remember that.
Roman and Cesaro?
For the Universal Championship.
That didn't happen.
That was not a match.
That was 27 minutes of Roman against Cesaro, and it was actually very good.
Somebody edited that article. You're on an edit with Wikipedia.
It was actually Roman versus Mahal. I mean, that must have been.
Which I also would have no memory of, but is likely to have happened. Yeah.
So that is what we've got to look forward to.
Should I go back and watch that? I don't remember that.
Go back and watch. I remember Roman and Cesaro being very good.
The match, not the whole show.
Not the whole show. The whole show will drive you to tears.
I thought it was Roman versus Edge or something.
That was
last Money in the Bank.
I thought that was the same show.
It was meant to be, was it not? I think it was meant to be
Edge.
Edge.
That show.
Right, let me get Wikipedia back up.
All right,
Yeah.
Money in the Bank.
You have to reopen it. Oh, it was Money in the Bank?
I think, right?
So-
Wasn't it Money in the Bank?
It was meant to be. I'm sure it was meant to be Edge.
No, it was
right?
Hell in the Cell.
Then Heck in a Sec happened, which had
You can tell just how knowledgeable we are about the current comings and goings of WWE.
which was
This is
seven
sad.
rip roaring matches, right? So you had Natalia against Mandy Rose on the pre-show.
Oh,
That didn't happen.
I mean,
Fuck me
that
sideways.
if that doesn't get people to stay on and watch, I don't know what will. Bianca and Bailey in a Heck in a Sec. Rollins against Cesaro.
Matches did they have?
Too many.
I kind of do that one. That was where they did the kind of sick finish with the the ladder on the
Then there was Rollins against Cesaro. Alexa beat Shayna. Sammy
I thought
beat.
Rollins and Cesaro was they had a rematch from WrestleMania, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Sammy beat Kevin Owens. Charlotte beat Rhea by disqualification. And Lashley beat Drew in a last chance Heck in a Sec match.
That match was good. I remember that match.
Of course.
I don't remember that
True
fucking
that.
show at all.
I remember that show better. Which one was this? Was Money in the Bank?
No, that was Heck in a Sec.
Oh, that was Heck in a Sec. Okay, well, when was that? In
That was June.
May? June?
No, yes.
No, yes.
One of those.
It was in June.
We've determined it was either June or July, perhaps May.
We didn't do a Twitch stream though, did we?
No.
No, we did not.
No.
We haven't done one for the past 2. I don't
We've
think.
not done. We didn't do Heck in a Sec. Or we didn't do Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank.
Are we still on Twitch?
We are.
Okay.
Back on.
Is there anyone in the chat?
Let me have a look.
Fuck, I think we killed the territory again.
Yes, there is.
Gurney's
Yeah.
in Vegas dying, so.
So to the people still here,
This is-
thank you for listening. This is
And I'm
excellent
sorry.
entertainment.
Nation, people in the chat, do you have any recollection of these pay-per-view events that we clearly do not?
So
I
we
know that individual matches happened, but I could not place. I could not tell you to save my life. Those cards, like I'd be like, yeah, I'm sorry, like,
so
I'm dead.
Money in the Bank had the Usos against the Mysterios again in the pre-show.
Oh God!
Nikki Ass won the women's Money in the Bank, which also had Alexa, Asuka, Liv Morgan.
Oh,
Nate-
I remember that match.
Nate-
Okay, yes.
All right, I remember having that on in the background.
Yep.
I've
I didn't
just
watch it though.
just saying Bliss's name has made my Amazon thing go off its tits. So I need to watch that.
Was this the most recent paper? Was this
This
just
was.
last month?
Mhm.
Yes.
So 90 years ago, but last month. Okay.
Yep. This was only, if I look at the date, the 18th of July. This was a mere 4 weeks ago.
Jesus Christ, that's not real.
AJ
Time's
Styles.
broken.
AJ Styles and almost defeated the Viking Raiders.
Shaquille!
Shaquille, you mean, I believe.
Yeah, sorry,
Wait,
Bobby-
the Viking Raiders? They actually had a match with the Viking Raiders?
they did.
All right, I did not watch that.
Lashley beat Kofi. Charlotte beat Rhea.
Killed Kofi, as I recall, because I recall so very well.
Yes. Big E won the men's Money in the Bank, and Roman beat Edge in 33 minutes and 10 seconds.
That's the Edge match. Okay.
God
Jesus.
almighty.
33 minutes. 2 Seth Rollins run-ins in that match.
Damn. Fuck are we doing?
He interviewed to screw him, and it didn't work. And then he came back and then screwed him again.
Does that mean this fucking Cena match tomorrow night is going to go like 45 minutes?
Absolutely.
Oh, without question.
Good God almighty.
Wait, hold on. Can Cena go 45 minutes in this day and age?
He can if he wants to. Get paid, pal.
I mean, when's the last like real match that Cena had against AJ at Rumble
Yeah, it's been a while.
in 2017? Right?
What are you talking about? The Firefly Funhouse was one of the best matches in history.
Real match. Real match. I agree with you.
I was
real
kidding.
Match. Real match.
The Miz and Maurice versus John Cena and Nikki Bella.
Oh, and that was
was not
a
good.
60-minute Broadway, wasn't it?
It should have been.
Which,
Absolutely should have been.
Oh my God, which Mania was that? That's impossible.
34.
That
Yeah,
was
the one in Orlando.
33.
that was
Which
the one
year?
where Becky and Ronda were in the main event, right?
That,
that one?
recently?
No.
No, not 35 was when the women were in them.
It wasn't that one. Which one was it?
It was the one in Orlando, I think.
Year before.
Jiminy fucking
Orlando was
Christmas.
33.
Back to Wikipedia.
27, I think.
Just leave it open,
I don't
Cal.
know
I
the
know.
number. It was 2018, right? Or
2017.
2017, WrestleMania
Was it that long
33.
ago? I thought it was 2019. Oh no, 2019 was when he came out as the Doctor of Thugonomics. That's right. It's all coming back to me now.
He had
It takes
that
me a little bit
show
longer
with
to
the-
realize these things. You'll have to bear with me.
And then 34, which was 2018, is when he like had the weird squash match with
He had the
Undertaker.
bullshit. Yeah, he had the bullshit.
Yeah, that I remember.
So
That
he
was
has
quite
not
good.
Had a real match since the AJ match. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun fact, everybody, I've been to 4 WrestleManias. I've seen Undertaker win once, and that was it.
That's a hell of a record.
Just to remind you, he's only lost 2 matches.
Noted WrestleMania loser, the Undertaker. Yeah.
According to Logan.
I've been at both of his losses, and I've seen him win 1 match. and
He's
it was-
lost. He's lost
minutes,
that many
was 5
times.
minutes.
Really? He
Yeah, he
lost
to
to Brock. Okay,
Roman as well.
into Roman.
Oh,
and who else?
that Roman
That's it.
match was awful.
Sure was.
Oh yeah, it was.
He didn't wrestle at the last one I went to, so that yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
he's 1 and 2 in my 4.
Yeah, that Roman match was brutal. I thought he was going to leave his I thought he was going to leave his underwear. The underwear of the Undertaker will burn in the darkness and the flames of eternal whatever.
Uh-huh.
I am really happy that I got to witness with most of the people in this call the Undertaker's last match, which was whatever they called it, the Boneyard match. That was a thing of beauty.
God, yeah, that was a real
Love it.
match.
That was a thing that happened.
Good stuff.
Oh my God, that was the first COVID WrestleMania.
It was. That's what started it all. If it wasn't for that, we might not be doing this today.
Oh yeah.
The
Welcome
first
to COVID mania.
God bless COVID.
COVID mania. Jesus Christ.
I
Oh.
like.
Welcome everyone
I like.
to COVID Slam.
Well,
After
you know what the best thing about that period of terrible wrestling is that they did all these cinematic matches that by and large, let's say they were hit and miss, mostly miss. It made people want to go back and revisit the cinematic matches of old, before they actually called them that.
Mm-hmm.
So of course you get things like the Mankind and Undertaker, the Boiler Room Brawl, of course.
Ugh.
Very, very cinematic match. Who can forget the King of the Road, Dustin Rhodes and
of course.
Blacktop Bully.
Mm-hmm.
Other cinematic matches include, I think I would include the that Halloween Havoc, electric chair match. What's it called? The Chamber of Horrors.
Chamber of
Horrors.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta put that in there.
Don't forget Vampiro and the Demon in the graveyard match.
Who could forget?
Vampiro.
Who could forget? Yeah, who could forget?
Maybe one of the
junkyard match. The junkyard match as well. Junkyard Invitational.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of great cinematic matches over the years.
They were cinematic.
Oh, the parking lot brawl. Finley and
Reba Franklin.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're looking forward to the show tomorrow. Obviously.
Yes.
We
yes.
hate
And then
WWE, obviously.
Then we've got Takeover on Sunday, so
Do we?
Yeah.
The last Takeover.
The last takeover
Could be.
before we start getting before it
I mean,
goes
it
back
has
to
to
being.
be, right? How are they going to run takeovers with their shitty, inferior product that they've announced to the world they're replacing NXT with?
Oh,
They still will. Just nobody will fucking watch.
Oh, they've done main roster. They've done main roster pay-per-views for years with an inferior product. That doesn't really bother them at all.
Touche.
Point.
We have watched an hour of wrestling tonight that's probably going to be better than the vast majority of the stuff that we're going to watch tomorrow night.
We don't know that.
No, we
I'm
don't.
told CM Punk is going to be on tomorrow night, so that should be exciting.
Double booked this
It's truth.
weekend.
Mhm.
I saw it from a guy on Twitter.
Oh well.
Honestly, look,
True.
taking NXT, which nobody's watching weekly anyway. The closest competition that direct competition that AEW has, right? And deciding that a better way to compete with AEW is to make a shittier product, to make your show shittier, that nobody is watching in the first place, to get less people to watch is a better way to compete with your nearest direct competitor. That's kind of like OnlyFans banning explicit content from their platform.
Yep.
It's pretty much the same caliber of vision. Don't you think?
I would. I can't disagree.
Callum doesn't know what OnlyFans is, Tim. You'll have to explain it to him.
Al doesn't know what OnlyFans is. Well, in short order,
Are we still live?
We are still live. We are still live.
Just clarifying. Go on.
It's irrelevant
Hang up.
because it will not exist for much longer. Although, apparently, it is in dispute that they're actually going to do this. So we'll see.
So there could be a reprieve for the boobies.
So OnlyFans is a platform where content creators create content, Callum, and they offer that content for consumption to consumers for a fee.
So it's like Patreon.
Well,
They create content with their.
they would tell you that. Yes, they would tell you it's exactly the same. Well, actually, they would not acknowledge the existence of Patreon because apparently they think they're going to create the business model that Patreon has already created.
I see. So
By blowing up their existing business model, which
blowing it up, right?
Something.
how very
Blowing something,
WWE
yeah.
of them.
That's one word for it.
yeah. But I don't know. Maybe they're not going to do that after all. Well, it's a lot of. It's very confusing.
Yeah, we're going to have
I wouldn't want to be a content creator right now.
Yeah,
on
those content
OnlyFans.
creators on OnlyFans are really getting the shaft.
They really are. OnlyFans have really put them in a hole that they might not be able to get back out of.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, there's
The
always
widening hole.
Penis. All right.
How can I prove we're live? Penis. Anyway, on that note,
All right, should we cancel ourselves before we get canceled here?
yes,
that bombshell.
on that bombshell,
Did you say bumshell? You could probably get that on OnlyFans.
probably if you pay enough money.
Yeah.
So on that note, as you can tell, we're all very enthused about the pay-per-view tomorrow night. We will be on form as per, making the best of a bad situation as we are used to doing on these shows. So from everyone that's been on tonight, thank you very much for watching and listening, because there's not much to watch. That CM Punk guy, he was that was quite a shock to us all. Hopefully we'll be shocked tomorrow night at how good a quality the show is. But until then, we will be back half an hour before the show goes on. The main show goes live tomorrow night for the SummerSlam.